G'day, I'm Dr. Mike. When I'm not hanging out with Jake and Olivia at All About Animals, I'm working at Vet Products Direct. It's an online shop with thousands of discounted pet care products, and you can talk to vets and vet nurses who care about your pet as much as you do. Use promotion code ANIMALS to receive 5% off your order, plus free postage anywhere in Australia. I'll see you at vetproductsdirect.com.au and enjoy the show.
This program is proudly brought to you by Vet Products Direct, Holistic Select and the Woolmark Company. Welcome back to another great episode of All About Animals.
On today's show, I go swimming with the sharks at Seaworld, and then we chat to Dr. Mike about fleas and ticks.
Then I catch up with Rachel Bugg, an awesome Olympic diver.
So sit back and enjoy watching All About Animals. Now, I've always been just a little bit curious about some of the ocean life around the world, especially one of the most feared predators, the shark. So when we went to Seaworld on the Gold Coast, I thought it would be cool for us to jump in and snorkel at Shark Bay so we could get up close to some of the amazing marine life there. Luckily, the water was pretty warm, so after a quick briefing session, we kitted up ready to head off to explore the waters. Shark Bay is the world's largest man-made lagoon system for sharks. And it was amazing to get so close to everything. There were stingrays, different types of sharks, starfish and some beautiful fish too. We even saw a stingray mum with her baby, which was so cute. The sharks are scary at first, but we got used to them pretty quickly as they swim all around you. Even though we were so close to nature, we knew that we couldn't touch anything as that would have been harmful to the animals or their habitat. We preferred to just watch them from a distance and enjoy the experience. Have a look at some of the beautiful things we saw at Shark Bay. Next time you're on the Gold Coast, make sure you take the plunge and enjoy this amazing experience.
Now, I absolutely love riding my horse, Kyte, but I also want to protect myself. So today, Gary is going to give me some expert safety advice. So Gary, what do we need to look for in a good riding helmet?
It's a really important question, Olivia. What we need to look for is comfort for you as a rider.
Okay.
All right, there's a number of helmets on the market and they're all different shapes and sizes. So it's really important that it fits your head shape. A lot of the helmets have foam that's inside that you can adjust. You can put thicker ones and thinner ones. The really essential parts are that it has an Australia-wide standard on the helmet. Inside the helmet, it's got a label and it clearly identifies when the helmet was manufactured. If the helmet is older than 5 years old, it's probably a good time to replace it. So the essential thing is really the shape. It's got to fit and contour to your head shape. Maybe we'll just pop this on and see how that feels. There we go. Okay, so when we put our helmet on, it's really, really important that we pull it down so it sits just above our eyebrows. So that looks pretty good.
Okay, now I understand about riding helmets. Let's find out about another important safety item. So Gary, Kyte's like 500 kilograms. How does this CRW vest protect me?
We call them body protectors because they're designed to protect your 7 vital organs. All right, so if you have the unfortunate situation where you come off your horse and say you land on the ground and say Kyte rolls on top of you, the whole idea of the body protector is to soften the impact and to deflect the blow away from you. All right, so whether kite rolls on you, or you hit a pole when you do cross country, something like that, or a show jumping thing. It's all designed to deflect the blow and soften the impact. There's lots of different vests on the market. It's important that the individual shape of the vest suits your body shape and you feel nice and comfortable. Good thing about the CRW vest is that we've got plenty of attachment points. Have another 2 through here, so we're able to get that so it's nice and comfortable. Once you've got these all, your attachments all to the correct size, you just zip it in, zip it on, and then zip it off.
Well, I certainly feel much safer knowing that when I do fall off kite, I'm protecting myself as much as I can.
Hi Heather, and thanks for joining us on All About Animals.
Hi Jake.
So today we wanted to talk about the parvovirus, one of the most common diseases to our pets, especially to our dogs. So can you tell us what parvovirus is and why should we be so aware?
Sure. Parvovirus is a deadly virus, and the thing that most people don't know about it is that it lives in the environment for up to a year.
Oh, wow.
So the reason dog owners need to know about it is because they could actually go for a walk in the park and bring the parvo home to their dog, and their dog could end up getting fatally ill.
Okay.
So it's a really important virus to know about.
So can humans get it?
No, thankfully. It's not transmittable to humans. But as I say, they can actually transmit the disease from the park or from other dogs onto their own dogs. So they need to be aware of the environment that they're in and that their dogs are vaccinated.
And how do you treat a dog with parvovirus?
Well, the most important thing is to get it to the vet just as soon as you possibly can. There's intensive care is required at the vets, and it needs to be separated from all of the other animals because it is such a transmittable disease. And it's never a sure thing that the dog will survive. So it really is potentially fatal.
Oh, wow, okay. So are there any symptoms when a dog has parvovirus?
The main thing that you'll notice is your dog will just get really low and it will have a really nasty diarrhea. So it'll look really unhappy, like it's got a really bad stomach ache.
So how can pet owners prevent parvovirus?
Well, it's really quite straightforward. There's a vaccine for the parvovirus, so as long as they take their puppies along and they follow the vaccination protocol for puppies, and then it's a once-a-year booster, or as your vet would recommend.
Well, Heather, I didn't know about parvovirus. Thanks for the information today.
No problem at all, Jake.
I decided to dig a bit further into the deadly parvovirus, so I contacted Paul from Paws and Hooves Animal Rescue because I know that he's heavily involved in increasing awareness of the disease. He pointed me to the Disease Watch website where I could check out if there were any outbreaks in my area. So today, Dr. Mike, we're going to chat about fleas, ticks and other biting insects.
It's a really important topic, especially for guys like Peppy and Perry here.
So why do pets get fleas and we don't?
Yeah, thankfully fleas are host-specific parasites, so they really want to be on dogs and cats. Thankfully they don't want to be on us. However, if they build up in large enough numbers, or if there's no pets around, they can actually jump on you, so watch out.
And are fleas just a nuisance or are they actually dangerous?
The major thing that fleas cause is irritation, and so you'll see that with dogs that are scratching themselves, biting at themselves, licking at their paws, and it can cause all sorts of dermatitis, hair loss and damage to the skin. But there are other things they can cause. Fleas are actually bloodsuckers, so especially in young animals, they can cause anemia, that's blood loss. There's one specific one called the paralysis tick. It's mostly in Eastern Australia, and once they attach to your dog, even one tick can cause the death of your dog within about 48 hours through paralysis. So every tick needs to be taken seriously. If you find ticks on your dog or cat, probably the best thing to do is just get some advice from your local vet straight away.
Why are fleas so hard to control?
When you think about fleas, you've got to think they're like Olympic competitors as far as breeding goes. You know, they lay hundreds, sometimes thousands of eggs. The eggs are very, very hard to kill, and basically very soon a small problem can develop into a big problem. They breed really quickly, especially in hot and humid weather, so they can be really tough to control.
So what would work to treat a flea?
So really, you probably need to use a good quality product. Something that's going to be recommended by your vet. Find out whether you've got fleas and ticks in your area, and they'll be able to recommend the best product to use. You'll need to weigh your dog or cat to make sure the dose is right, and then stick to the program that they recommend. So Jake and Olivia, let's show you how to treat these guys right now.
Okay.
Can you grab me that Exotic? Lots of different products you can use. The one I particularly like is Exotic because it's useful on both fleas and ticks. Safe and very, very convenient, so you can use it in puppies, you can even use it in pregnant dogs. But you can't use it in cats. Very good for dogs though. So Olivia, the way that we use this is we actually part the hair. Thanks for that. at the back of the neck, and we apply it between the shoulder blades. The reason we do that is just so that the dogs can't lick where we've done the treatment. So it's safe, it gets absorbed through the skin, circulates through the body and controls both fleas and ticks.
Okay.
After doing a treatment like this, always go and wash your hands. Completely safe for use on dogs, but we need to wash our hands after treatment.
Wow, that looks really easy to use.
Yeah, I don't think Perry minded that at all.
No.
Yeah. When will Perry next be treated?
You have to follow the instructions on this one. Exotic will control fleas for 4 weeks, but in paralysis tick time of the season, it needs to be done every 2 weeks. So listen to the advice from your vet, follow the instructions.
All right.
Great, thanks, Mark.
That's a pleasure.
Today, George from Sit Drop Stay is going to teach me how to stop Candy jumping up on me and everyone else. Watch him work his magic.
The reason they're jumping on you is because you're going out there in an excited state.
Yeah.
They're perceiving you as a playmate,
Okay.
and they're perceiving you going out there as someone to play with. So I came out with a more calmer, assertive approach, which created harmless in them. So they chose to become more passive, and because they saw me as someone above them in the pecking order, they didn't jump on me. So it's very important that you understand your behaviour and how it affects your dogs.
Yeah, yeah.
So I think you need to look at how you're exiting here. You communicate to them who you are when you walk out this door. So Jake, I want you to walk out here,
Yep.
say back, step through without exciting them, without talking to them or touching them,
Okay.
and let's see the difference here.
Okay.
Let's see if they jump on you. Okay, so
All right.
out you go.
All right. Up. Back. Back.
That's fantastic. Much better?
Yeah.
So your behaviour is determining whether they jump on you or not, and we need to start re-educating them. And when we walk out there, we're not going out there to excite them or play with them until we're ready. Until they've calmed down, they shouldn't get affection or attention.
All right.
So what's happening at the moment, you guys are going out, exciting them, and then rewarding them for being excited.
Which is not good.
That's not what we want to create long term. So we're going to focus on walking out, creating calm, and rewarding them when they are calm.
Try George's tips for yourself. Always walk out calmly and confidently. Hold your head high and stand up tall. Dogs react to your energy. Don't touch, talk to, or look at your dogs. Wait until they are calm and waiting politely. When your dog is calm, invite them into your space to greet them. Stroke them calmly and use a calm voice. Play and excite when you choose to. This teaches them that good things happen when they are calm first. Please visit sitdropstay.com.au for more information.
Hi, Tom.
How you going, Olivia?
I'm good, thank you. With a couple of hundred sheep behind us, how do you control them?
Well, we use sheepdogs, and these dogs here are Kelpie sheepdogs. And the one that you've got there is Bev, and she's the mother. And this one here's her son. He's about 4-year-old, and this is Chocco.
Hello,
Okay.
Chocco.
So is the Kelpie the best breed for herding?
Well, there are other sheepdogs that are used as border collies, and Kelpies are the two main ones in Australia.
Okay. So what's their prime age of herding?
Probably from 2-year-old up until they're probably 8 or 9-year-old, and then they start to drop off and get a bit slow then.
Okay.
At what age do you expose them to the sheep?
When they're about 2 to 3 months old, we expose them to sheep as young pups, and let them walk around a mob of sheep just like we've got here behind us.
Yeah.
And they get used to walking back and forward and watching the sheep where they're going.
Okay. So how do you teach a dog how to herd sheep?
You got to have a lot of patience.
Yep.
Yeah, and it's basically just repetition and getting them used to the voice, the whistle, and getting them used to the sheep.
So how do you know that you've got a good working dog?
Well, I guess first of all they need to be very faithful to who's controlling them. And then you really know, I guess, a lot of dogs have natural instinct and they know how to work the sheep and you can control them.
And how much work would they do in a day?
Look, when we're shearing, at peak time of handling sheep, they'll be working for a good 10 hours during the day, yeah. And
Yeah.
it's a big long day, so we've got to keep the energy up on them, and they have a fairly high protein diet.
Okay, so what is their diet?
Predominantly it's just working dog nuts, but we also feed them a little bit of kangaroo meat and a bit of sheep meat as well.
So Tom, have you ever had any problems with a dog trying to attack a sheep?
Yes, we do, Olivia, and it's something we've really got to watch with dogs because it is a natural instinct for a dog to bite a sheep. So that's something we really have to teach them not to do. And when they do have a bad habit of biting, sometimes you have to put a muzzle over their jaw so they can't actually bite into the wool.
Okay. Can a sheepdog be good in a family environment?
Well, they can, Jake, yes. But they really have to be taught well and have a lot of obedience about them. But Kelpies, really, their best environment is working. These dogs have too much energy, I believe, for the house. So how good are you at counting sheep?
I tend to fall asleep, but...
Well, we'll have a go at counting this pen, hey?
Okay.
All right.
So what we're going to do is just let the sheep run past us.
Yep.
It's up to you to tell me how many in the pen.
Okay. All right.
So just come and stand here.
Oh.
And just,
Oh,
already
1,
got
2, 3, 4,
Whoa.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
Well, I got 12 there. Whoa, that's fast.
Whoa.
They go fast.
What are we up to now?
I
I fell asleep.
They're still
1,
coming.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
I got 10 there.
Can they go in slow-mo?
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Vamos.
Vamos.
Well, now we're going to let them out,
Okay.
and we'll see how good Chocco is at keeping them together. Spike.
Oh, yeah.
And I would be able to help them. Bev, come here. They love that. Now we got control of them.
Only if you could use commands from the sheep like you do with the dogs.
Yeah. No, they're not that smart.
No.
Now, sheep don't have much wool on them because they're just getting a fresh growth. Keep right out. Keep out.
Whoa, that was hard work. But Chocco was amazing. He's fast and listens to Tom straight away. Great job, Chocco. For more information, go to merino.com.
Do you know how frightening it's going to be?
I know.
guys.
I've got this week's animal joke. You ready to hear it?
Yeah?
What do you call a three-legged donkey?
I don't know.
A wonky.
A wonky.
Yeah, that's funny. Isn't
get
that
it?
funny?
It's a wonky because if it doesn't have 4 legs, then it's wonky.
Yeah.
No, I still don't get it.
Today, we're chatting to Nikki, who's the founder of this wonderful organisation. Hi, Nikki.
Hi, Jake.
So when did Help Save the Furry Ones start?
About 14 months ago.
14 months? Okay.
So how many cats do you currently have here?
About 140.
How'd you catch all of them?
Most of them are dropped off at the shelter.
Okay. Do you catch them?
We do. We go trapping and we catch feral colonies and not so friendly strays.
What happens after they've come to the shelter?
Well, basically they get vet checked. A lot of them come in with illnesses, so they have to be treated for that. Once that's done, we vaccinate them, we desex them, and we adopt them to loving families.
So how can other people help with all the fantastic work you're doing?
We always need volunteers. We always need donations of food, bedding, cat litter, pretty much everything. And we obviously always need money towards our vet bill.
So do you get any support from vets?
Yeah, Elizabeth Park Veterinary Clinic, they're fantastic. They do the majority of our work, and we have a few other vets on board, Vets for Pets. They do a free desexing every month for us from 4 of their clinics.
Yep.
And there's been a couple that have done 1 or 2 for us as well.
So what advice would you give to people who are thinking of buying a cat?
Make sure you're 100% certain. Cats can live up to 20, 25 years. Half of the adult cats are dropped here because people just changed their mind. It was a novelty at the time. Their lifestyles changed, so they don't want the cat anymore. So we want to make sure people know that a pet is for life. It's not just till you get bored.
Okay, so why is it important to have a cat desexed?
Well, in 3 years, 1 cat can produce up to 10,000 kittens. So let that cat outside, it has a litter, the litters have litters, each one from that litter has a litter, 10,000 kittens, that's why we're overpopulated.
Wow, that's a really good reason to desex your cat.
It sure is.
So Nikki, I've heard you've got a cat with a very special story.
Yes we do, follow me. Jake and Olivia, this is Buddy.
Oh,
Hello.
cute.
Buddy had to have eye surgery because he had an inverted eyelid and his eyelashes were rubbing on his eye and he kept getting ulcers. So now that he's had the surgery, he should be all okay. And he's quite friendly now. He was a very feral cat.
Oh, okay.
So Joy, how many times do you come out to help save the furry ones?
I volunteer my time about once a week, and while I'm here I medicate the cats and do anything that they need medically, and I also get cats ready to go to the vets if they need to.
So what are you doing here today?
Well, this is Butter, and Butter has come up with a bit of ringworm, which is a fungus, and she needs a tablet once a day for that, and also be cleaning her eyes because she's got a little bit of cat flu as well.
Okay.
So Nikki, as a way of saying thanks for the great work that you do here at Help Save the Furry Ones, we'd like to give you a bag of Radiant Health chicken meal recipe on behalf of Holistic Select to help feed Buddy.
Wow, thank you.
We picked this for Buddy because it's packed with lots of natural ingredients.
So for your chance to win a year's supply of Holistic Select pet food, go to allaboutanimalz.tv and enter the competition.
Yes, it's that time again. Viewers' pets. I get lots and lots of great photos of your pets emailed in, and I love looking through them all. I've picked out a few to share with you, so let's take a look. First up today, we'd like to introduce 13-year-old Louise from Freeman's Reach, New South Wales, and her dog, Allie. Allie is Louise's very cute Jack Russell. She is very fast and playful. Her favourite game to play with Louise is hide and seek. Allie has taken part in Jack Russell racing and loved it. Louise and Allie are the best of friends. Our next photo was sent in by 20-year-old Samantha from Adelaide, SA. Samantha has 2 dogs, 3 cats and 2 ferrets. Her 2 ferrets are called Fella and Mishka. Fella is a little boy and he'll turn 1 on October the 11th. Mishka is a little girl and 3 weeks younger than her brother Fella. And last but not least, we have Sophie from WA with her beautiful horse Jake. Jake is a 13-year-old standard bred. He loves to be fed carrots and apples for treats. When he's not eating, he loves to jump and always trots on trail rides. Sophie loves Jake because he is a superstar and she wouldn't know what to do without him. Oh, thanks Sophie. So to have your pet on our show, just email info@allaboutanimalz.tv with 3 photos of you and your pet, 5 things about your pet, and your name, age, suburb and state. And don't forget to enter our awesome competitions. Go to www.allaboutanimalz.tv.
This year, the Olympic Games are in London, and I'm here with Australian diver Rachel Bugg to talk about her career. Hi, Rachel.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good, thank you. When did you start diving?
I started in 2001 when I was 11 years old.
Wow, you've been practicing for a long time.
Yes, it's been a long time.
Well, the Olympic Games are coming up. How are you feeling?
I'm pretty excited, obviously nervous. It's my biggest comp I've ever been to, but yeah, really excited. It's been my dream, so to make the team's been amazing.
Do you have a tight schedule when you're training?
I do. I train 10 sessions a week and about 30 hours a week, so there is time in between trainings, but, you know, always seeing physio and doctors, so very busy.
Wow. How did you become a diver?
Before diving, I did lots of sports like netball, basketball, swimming, tennis, but I actually did gymnastics for 7 years, and when I quit gymnastics I met a girl that was diving and she said give it a go.
So which event will you be competing in?
In London I'll be competing in the 10 metre synchronised event with my partner Ludi Wiggins. We got paired up in November last year and have had very little amount of time to train and compete together as she lives in Melbourne, but this will be her 4th Olympics, and so I'm really excited to be partnered up with her.
Do you have a special diet when you're training?
I don't. I mean, generally I try and stay healthy and like eat well, but you know, got to have the chocolate and lollies in there somewhere.
Yeah. Do you have a coach or someone to help you keep you going?
Every training session we have our head coach on pool deck and in our dryland facility, and he's always coaching us and motivating us. And up at the AIS we're really lucky and we have additional support staff like nutritionists and our strength and conditioning coach, so there's always someone there to help us keep going, which is great.
So since you have such a busy schedule, do you have any time for a pet?
I do. I'm really lucky and I have a miniature dachshund and her name's Armani, and I get to spend a lot of time with her when I'm not at training, so when I'm at home resting.
Is she very cute?
She is. She's gorgeous.
What's your favourite animal? I was thinking maybe it's a fish.
No, it's not a fish. It's actually sausage dogs. I have an obsession with them. I'd own 1 million if I could.
Well, Rachel, good luck in the 2012 Olympic Games. We'll all be cheering for you.
Thank you very much, Olivia.
That's okay. Thanks for watching another great show of All About Animals.
And now it's time for you to visit our website and enter some great competitions for your pet. So, see you next time.
lovers from around the globe are wrapping themselves into the record books. The Woolmark Company presents the world's longest social scarf. Join us at wrappedinmerino.com.